In this video, let's take a look at how we can create an object and modify its attributes, and also how we can play with the modifier stack and how that functions. So I'm under standard primitives over here in the geometry, standard primitives. I'll make a simple cylinder. Let's maximize the viewport by pressing Alt W. So let's make a simple cylinder over here. And let's hit F4 to see the segments. I'm going to hit J to get rid of my selection around the object. Let's click on the modifier over here. We can change the name of the object over here. I can add more height segments. I can change the color of the object. I generally like to have a blue. We can change the height segments and also the sides. So I can just right click over here and it'll drop to the lowest level, which is 3 in this case, or I can increase it. And now I can apply some modifiers. So we were just changing some parameters on the object. But in the modifier list over here, I can click on this and go down over here, and let's say if I wanted to apply a simple, how about a simple taper, which is right over here. So you can see my taper has been applied. I can give it an amount, a little curve, either in like this, right over here. And let's go to shaded on this one. I can also turn off my modifier over here. I can apply another modifier on this. So this is really great in 3ds Max, this approach. If I go over here, I can apply like a bend modifier, and I can bend this. And I can also go and put the taper on top, as you can see. And you can see a totally different approach. It gives me a totally different looking object. I can further apply another modifier, like a noise if I wanted to. And the noise, you'll really have to crank it up to see some effect. And you can see right there, I'm seeing some effect of the noise. And further, I can apply also a turbo smooth modifier to smooth everything. So there you go. So that's a nice little approach right there in Max, how you can make a simple object, and at any time I can go over here, and if I don't right click, and I know that's going out, if I just pull this over here, if I right click, and if I don't say collapse all, if I just say collapse all right now, what will happen is it'll give me a warning that the stack's going to collapse. And right now it's going to turn into an editable mesh, so I cannot get back to my original cylinder. So you got to be careful before you do that. But otherwise, at any time I can go to the cylinder right here and increase more segments and more sides if I wanted to. Or I can go to each level and play around with its settings. And I can also turn them off temporarily if I wanted, this little light bulb. So there you go, that's your creating objects and modifying your objects while using your modifier stack.